There are those who don't like what I have to say on this channel. Of course, the average Christian doesn't, or the neo-pagan, the modern druid, white witches, those who mix politics with the occult, like the racists on one side or the big government activists on the other. I've read the comments in their messages, and from the very beginning, expected this to happen, so it was no big surprise. It comes with the territory. But some dark occultists, people who declare they're on the left-hand path, they don't like what I have to say either. And what do they find offensive? They don't like the fact that I add the psychological to this philosophy, that I peel away the layers to unveil truths to the why, the reason why we even bother to do what we do. The why, for me, is the most important aspect, because if you truly understand why you're on the left-hand path, you can't easily be swayed to leave it. If you just accept as truth what appeals to your heart, without a foundation based on understanding, you can easily be convinced to believe just about anything, even convinced to leave the path. I guess for the blind believers, I'm like an illusionist, revealing to the public how the tricks are done. They would rather have faith that their heart wouldn't lie to them and call it good. But belief is too easy, though. As I've stated many times, it's easy to believe. Just ask any Mormon or Scientologist. It's easy to appeal to someone's heart, their emotions. Their head, on the other hand, their intellect, that's a different story. The practice of sinisterism isn't something you wear. It isn't a mask. Its essence should go down to the foundation of your being, and understanding it from a psychological perspective helps to solidify that foundation. But if you're simply floating on the surface, any gust of wind can take you off course. You have to chart your own course on this path, and you can't do that if everyone else is telling you what to believe. Some of you might say, isn't that what you do, Thomas LeRoy? Tell people what to believe? I don't tell anyone what to believe. I give suggestions on not what to think, but how to think. How to utilize that thing between your ears so you can eventually say, I know, instead of, I feel. Before you got on this path, you spent a lifetime being told what to do, what to believe, how to behave. Parents, teachers, pastors, priests, they all herded you about like the complacent little sheep you were. Then you awakened to the reality of the flock and said, this is not for me. And you left. You left to become the individual you were meant to be. But it's more than just rebelling against your past. You're rebelling against the very fabric of reality, against the natural flow to go deeper than the surface layer of understanding. To not simply raise the devil horns and shout, "Hail Satan," or be the creepy kid muttering nonsense before an image of Baphomet. You want an understanding, a deep relationship with the self, because that's the goal, and you should have a goal. Otherwise, it's just masturbation. But why the sect of the Horn God, you may ask? Why have an organization if it's all about individuality and deep personal thought? Wouldn't that make the sect just another flock? I've heard this before, and I've made it clear. There's a difference between a flock and a pack, because You're not going to herd wolves. In conclusion, my friends, accepting something, anything as truth because you like the way it sounds is easy. It's too fucking easy. It's easy to have someone else do the thinking for you. It's easy to drink the Kool-Aid. Knowledge, on the other hand, knowing, that's power. Until next time.